Hi, welcome to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Tracy and I am the owner of the Broomell Candle Company as well as Broomell Concrete Design. And in this video, we are going to show you how to make concrete vessels. In this particular one, we are using a concrete oxide pigments from Glob Marble, and we're going to make some nice green vessels. So keep watching until the end and hopefully you will learn some new tricks on how to make your own concrete vessels. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Right, today we are going to make some concrete vessels, just like these guys right here. I got a bunch of different colors and swirls and blacks. These haven't been sealed yet, so this pigment will go. We've got some lavender sitting in the bath right now. We've got some blues and lavenders and pinks. So we're going to make some today. And I got a black one, I got green, and I've got red. So let's go ahead and make some green. So a couple things you're going to need is you're going to need some Cementall. I'll keep it in a container like that. And I've got these silicone bowls, and you'll see why. These things are the greatest. You're going to need a spatula, you're going to need a knife, and you're going to need some distilled water. And that's about it. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I put about 5 scoops of Cementall into this silicone bowl. This is a wonderful silicone bowl. I just got it off Amazon. It's really easy to scrape out and pour and everything. So here I add some distilled water, and I don't really have a measured amount. I just keep pouring it until I get to the right consistency. We all like to say pancake mix consistency is where we want it to be, and if you don't know how to make pancakes, go make pancakes first and then come back, and then you'll know what you want your consistency to be. So I just keep stirring and stirring and stirring until all of the lumps are gone. The butter knife is excellent for this. I get to chop it up and break it up against the sides, and you'll see me just mixing until all those lumps are gone. So here's the Glob Marble pigment, and I put about a half a scoop in there. I don't really have a measured amount. I've been just sort of playing around with this stuff. This seems to be about the right amount for me. I just mix it, scraping down the sides, getting everything in there, all incorporated in with the Cementall. I do like to add titanium dioxide to the darker colors. I want more of a muted green. I don't really want a dark forest green for these vessels. Titanium dioxide is a nice lightener, and it's an all-natural mineral, so it's really good for this. So you see me here just mixing up the sides, and now I use this silicone bowl. It is actually really great for pouring. I can just form it into the shape that I want it to be. And you'll see I like to tap down the top of the mold as I'm pouring the Cementall mixture into the mold. It helps drop all of the mixture down into the bottom. No overflowing happening. It is a small opening to try to get into, and it can get messy otherwise. I find this to be the cleanest and easiest way to pour my concrete. So while you're pouring, just tap, tap, tap your knife on the top there, and it should all fall down. It also helps me control the lumps that get past me. So when I do my lids, I like to use the same mixture from one vessel over to the lid so that I can get a match for the lid for the color. You'll notice it's a little bit difficult to get the same color each time you mix. So I'm using the knife to tap down the top of the mixture. That's to push it into the sides of the lid mold. Otherwise they do leave a little bit of a few holes and voids. So here it is now curing, and we'll check back in about 3 hours. See how it looks. Okay, so it's 3 hours later, and I am going to demold these vessels. As you know, these molds are from Modern Craft Lab, and they're wonderful, actually. I really quite enjoy them. I've got a lot of use out of them, and they don't seem to be doing anything other than exactly what I want them to do. So as you can see, I'm taking them out of their mold. In this particular one, in all of them actually, I like to peel the little flakes off the top. As you roll it back, they tend to want to shoot back out and catch you in the eye. So clean that off first. They roll off really nice. Quite easy. This is the nice light green I was hoping to get out of these vessels. Of course, they'll look a little different once they dry. They'll get lighter. This is a mold from Amazon. I always have that mold sitting around waiting for my leftover stuff. I can make a little ashtray out of it. So now I go over to the garbage can and I just start sanding the bottoms. I only do a couple light sands. I don't really have to do much. It comes out quite smooth actually. I'm just taking a little bit of the sharp edges off of there. And I just run through them all one at a time. A couple of swipes. Get all the bottoms all nice and smooth. Don't want that to do any damage to anybody. So it only takes a little bit to sand them. This ashtray takes a little bit longer. It's got a lot of sides and it seems to be a little sharp. Often it's a little low too because I only use whatever the leftovers are to make this matching ashtray. Now I'm sanding the lids. They usually don't need much sanding, just a couple of swipes to take the sharp edge off as well. Pretty simple, easy job. I always do it over the garbage can. And it really doesn't produce a lot of dust. I'm only taking off small amounts. This silicone bowl, as I was telling you, I'm going to try this with one hand. It's not going to be easy, but basically just showing you how easy it is. I just wait for the mixture to dry, and then I scrape it out. Then I use a piece of wet paper towel and clean out the interior of it. Never let any of your Cementall mixture go down your sink. Do everything you can over the garbage can. It's really not going to be good for your plumbing in the long run. You see the bottom there, I can give it a little squish and I can take out any stuff that's sitting in the bottom. That's what's so great about this silicone bowl compared to a plastic bowl. I love it. Then I take all of my molds when I'm done demolding them and I rinse them all in water, put them in bubble water. You see that there's some Cementall mix left over on some of these molds. I always use a container in the sink. See that mixture right there? That's going to make its way down the drain if I let it. So I use this little bucket in the sink and I wash everything in there when I'm finished with it. And all that sediment ends up sitting at the bottom of the container, which I catch later. The silicone bowl is really easy to clean out as well. And there's everything gonna sit there and dry. And now as I drain my water, there's no risk of anything going down my sink at all because all of the crumbs have settled down into this little corner, which you're gonna see in a minute. I just slowly drain, get rid of all of the water that has nothing in it. And I capture all of the extra pieces just in the bottom of my container. As you can see there's a whole bunch of it in there. You don't want that to go down your drain. That just comes off the mold. And I walk over to my garbage can and I just dump it all in there. The video doesn't show me using, but I use my hand. I just sort of scoop out the last of it, but I needed both hands. So there you can see it's all gone now. It went down into the garbage. I do everything I can to keep everything out of my sink drain. And so I put that back inside my sink and pretty much I wash everything inside of there. I never wash anything right inside my sink. So this silicone bowl washes off nice and clean, and now it's just going to dry with the rest of my stuff. So now I fill up this big bowl. I got this from Costco, and this is where I do my water bathing of all of my vessels. I got 2 of these bowls for $19 from Costco. It even comes with lids, which I never use, but it really comes in handy for bathing my vessels. I could put about 12 to 16 vessels in here at one time. Right now I'm only doing 5, but I could do 2 layers and stack a few more on top. But so they'll sit in here now for about 24 to 48 hours. It just helps slow down the curing process. And there's the lavender ones that I did earlier today. And they're just going to sit there for a little while. This is the Glob Marble product that I was telling you about. It's a pigment oxide that it's from, I think it's Mix Ready is the name of the company, but I get it from Glob Marble. And it's wonderful. Thank you for watching this portion of this video. Stay tuned for the second video where I'm going to show you the reveal of these really nice vessels when they come out of the water, and then I'll show you how we're going to seal them. And if you like the content of this video, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, and it lets me know that these videos are something that the viewers like to watch. All right, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.